it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad. I got cash in the bag, stadium packed. Better rocks from the side, on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Better rocks from the side, on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed.
Hello race fans and welcome to Darlington Speedway for tonight's running in the IAA Truck Series. We've got 85 laps to run here tonight. The trucks have all finished qualifying, and the drivers are currently gridding as we speak. Looks like we're gonna have 21 cars, excuse me, trucks. 21 trucks starting tonight. Alright, it's time to take you through the starting lineup. Starting off on the pole is going to be Justin Durand with Jeff Pogo on his outside. Row number 2 is going to be Daniel Dill and Richard Swavely. Row 3 will be Wesley Crump and Dustin German. Row 4, Chris Spencer and Garrett Johnston. Row 5 is going to have Sean Merriman and Dalton Schley. Row 6, Brian Beach and Noah Abbott. Row 7, Alan Duggar and Ty Dahlman. Row 8 is going to have Scott Griffin and David Duran Jr. Row 9 will have Zane Bailey with Dustin Coggin on the outside. Row 10, Blaine Driggers and Colin Bester. And bringing up the rear of the field is going to be Jimmy Emos, and I don't believe John Gallagher is starting this one. We'll have to keep an eye on that. That is going to be your starting lineup for tonight here at Darlington. And the pace car is off.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
And the green flag is out. Heading down in the turn number 1. Pogo with the lead immediately coming out of turn 2. Oh, and we got a truck around. I think that might be Brian Beach. And that is Brian around. Let's take a look at that. Unfortunately, immediate caution coming out. Let's see what happened with Brian Beach back here. Ooh. Contact with Ty Dahlman. Let's slow that down a bit. See who went where. Yeah, I'm going to say Ty came down on Brian Beach. Yeah, look at Brian's left side. He held his line, so. Yeah, so that's going to bring out caution number 1 here tonight at Darlington. Only on the first lap, currently coming to lap number 3 now. Already getting some, I suppose you could say some drama in. These drivers, if they're going to be running like this, they're going to start getting hot and getting upset about stuff. So we will have to see how this one plays out. And the pace car is off. Gonna give this one another shot, picking it up here on lap number 6. And Pogo is off. Great restart by Jeff Pogo. That's Justin Durand in that 9 truck behind him, single filed out. This looks like Dill and Crump side by side behind them. Now they've filed out single. Got a few side by sides in the back, but looks like they're going to single file out as well. A couple trucks stepping out of line. One of those being Dahlman. Early on seems a lot like we saw here on Monday in the Xfinity cars. Just kind of early sorting out as Crump down low. Wow, recovers. That was a great recovery by Crump right there. Coming off of turn number 2 right here. It's like both him and I think that's Dill in front of him. Daniel Dill, yeah, in that 21 truck. Brian Beach, 2 laps down after that first lap incident. Pogo with a growing lead, now 5/10 ahead of Justin Durand in that 9 truck sitting in second place. Daniel Dill in the 21 about to be challenged by James Rowe truck. Actually, I'm sorry, that's Garrett Johnson in the 88. My apologies. I think it was the Bass Tracker schemes because he ran one of those. Probably it was last year, but nevertheless, side by side right here in that 24 truck is David Durand, and it was Colin Bester, but he's gotten by Bester now, coming up on Coggin in the 44. He's trying to close in as Brian Beach all over the back of Bester, but that's not for position. Dill loose off the corner again. Keeps it collected more than the last time he got it loose off a 2. And here comes Swavely on the low side, looking low. Just trying to set up a run coming down the front stretch. Down into turn number 1. He's going to send it down on the low side, move up ahead of Daniel Dill, slide it up on the high, and he's got 4th place. Dustin German right here trying to close the gap on Daniel Dill so he can get into the top 5. German with 2 wins already this season, back to back. German working on the back bumper of Daniel Dill, trying to make that pass. Coming up off the corner, they're side by side. Across the line is Daniel Dill with the advantage. German's not going to push it on the low side, though. He's going to stay right up in line with Dill on the high side, as well as Dalton Schley behind him. German a bit loose off the corner. Whoa! Big wiggle out of, is that Noah Abbott? Yeah, it is. Noah Abbott way loose off the corner, but keeps it going just fine. And Durand trying to make a move on the low side of Abbott as they're about to hit the line right here for lap number 15. Spencer, Merriman, no, excuse me, Spencer and Schley side by side. Both of them loose off the corner. They spread apart, not to wreck each other. Continuing side by side though. And down in the turn number 3, Spencer at Schley's rear quarter. Looked like Schley got just a bit loose right there. And Spencer's loose off the corner, but they could keep it going. Spencer's going to fall in line behind him. Now Spencer's going to have to try and get himself a run coming off of the corner so he can get back up to Schley. Abbott loose off the corner again. Off the back bumper of Jeff Pogo's truck. Justin Duran closing in on him, down to 3/10 now. See, continuing to close that gap, down to 2/10. On board with Duran. And down in the turn number 1. Duran kind of poking the nose down low. He's not quite to him, though. The field very spread out at this point. Looks like Spencer's stepping out on Schley again. And he's going to complete the pass, sliding up in front of him in between 3 and 4. Down the front stretch, he's got right on the back bumper of Daniel Dill. Schley's still hanging with him, though. Off the corner, Spencer a bit loose. See a lot of trucks having trouble keeping it, I don't want to say keeping it together, but having trouble with loose trucks coming off the corner. Seeing a lot of slides and collections. We're only on lap 21 here tonight. As Duran making a hard move. Surge is right by Merriman on the low side. And Abbott's in the wall. Ooh, into the wall again. He's going to keep it going in the right direction, though. So Spencer just got by Dill as we were watching that. Duran still trying to reel in Pogo. Duran making a pass on Dill. Dill's still at his quarter on the outside. He's not going to just let him go by easy. Oh, and Dill ends up in the wall because of it. Oh! Oh my god. I thought he was just going to full send that right up into somebody. I bet that Merriman's got to clean his pants out after that one. Wow. I thought he was going to take him out. There it is. Duran inside 2/10 now. Duran now has Johnston knocking on his back bumper. That is Crump making a move underneath Schley, and Beach trying to as well, but gets loose off the corner and loses his run. Again, Brian Beach, unfortunately, still 2 laps down as we have not had another caution. Very unfortunate that that first caution come out and put him 2 laps down and no more cautions. Which, of course, we like to see. We like to see some racing action, but it's unfortunate for him, as that must definitely has to be the commentator's curse right there. Didn't even finish talking about no cautions, and we got a caution. All right, let's go back and see if we can find out what happened here. Let's see. Oh, yep, we already got Abbott and Bester together in the wall here. Abbott sent himself, but Bester kind of wanted to join that, I guess, and went across Abbott's nose. Oh, hold up. Get back together right here. They did. One more look at that. Go back just a bit. I mean, I guess to be fair, if Abbott hadn't put himself in the wall, Bester had gone high enough that he would have put him in the wall. Take a look at all the drivers making pit stops. Everybody except for Ty Dahlman. Like Pogo's going to be the first one off pit road. There's Abbott taking that Rex truck to the pits. He's going to use a fast repair, get some tires. Dahlman's going to pit now. Let's see. So we're going to be restarting with Pogo still in the lead. Durand third. Garrett Johnston. Excuse me. Durand second. Garrett Johnston third. Right now, Jeff Pogo is your leader.
again. Will I do for every friend who was no friend? Myself, should I do the right things? Should I do nothing? Shout louder when I
And the pace car is off. Green flag is out for Jeff Pogo. And he's going to be sending it down into turn number 1. And behind him, Durand and German side by side. German getting a great restart on the high side, surging past Johnston in that 88 truck. Swavely on the low side of Durand. Durand's going to take the spot. Merriman kind of looks like he's looking outside of Swavely, but he's not quite there. Jeff Pogo growing that lead ever so slightly over Justin Durand. Durand has back-to-back wins this season at Las Vegas and Iowa. Both of those being night races. Let's see back here. Wesley Crump coming off of a win from, at the Milwaukee Mile last week. Trying to carry the momentum of that win into tonight at Darlington. Justin Durand is also your current points leader. Actually, looks like Durand and Spencer... Oh, no, excuse me. Spencer is in second place, just a 1-point difference. Crump looks like he's trying to make a move on the low side of Spencer. He was poking his nose down there as they're coming out of 4, but he doesn't quite have enough run yet. He's going to be looking again, going into turn number 1. Spencer's going to take that same line away from him, though. Oh, Swavely a little loose going through that corner. Down the backstretch now. Crump trying to get a run going on Spencer. Like Abbott trying to get on the back bumper of Duggar. Brian Beach wicked loose off the corner. Oh, Abbott slams the inside wall. And that is not going to bring out a caution. We talked about on Monday in the Xfinity race. The caution triggers are very odd at this track. Alright, let's take a look here. No, Abbott looks like he's kind of in the wall there. Loose off the corner. Let's go on board with Bester for that one. Alright, here we go, on board with Colin Bester. Yeah, kind of just a racing thing. You come down across him and Colin just didn't lift, but I mean, I don't know. I probably wouldn't either. That we're still under green here on lap number 40 with Jeff Pogo still leading over Justin Durand and Dustin German up into third place now. German trying to get his first win of the season in the Truck Series. He's got 2 back-to-backs in the Xfinity Series. And Johnston kind of fallen back a bit as David Durand making his way on the low side. He's poked the nose to his quarter, and into turn number 1, they're side by side. That's a tough place to be side by side. And it's going to cause Durand to fall back behind him. Here we go. Durand. Oh! And he turns Pogo. Pogo does not turn around. Excuse me. Doesn't spin out. But he does lose the spot. And German's going to try and get up by Durand. Now another battle for the lead right here. German is your new leader. Pogo now out of that clean air, falling backwards, back into 4th now. Could this spell disaster for Pogo, or is he going to be able to get back up there? As we're just past the halfway point. Let's go on board with Durand here. Backs up just a bit more. In the corner. Oh yeah, that was super unintentional. Not that I would think that he would, but I mean, just slowly moving up to the high side. Let's take a closer outer look. That almost, I don't know. I mean, call it what you will, I guess, but you can see a little gap in between them, so that could be caused netcode. But great save by Pogo. Back onto the live feed here. Pogo and Durand side by side coming off of turn number 4. Pogo down low, Durand up high. Still side by side to heading down into turn number 1 now. Spencer right behind them, possibly looking to get into this fight. And it looks like Justin Durand has been passed by Garrett Johnston for 2nd place. Johnston looking like he's trying to put an attack plan on German up in 1st. German still being able to hold on to that lead while Johnston reels him in each lap, gets a good run going. He's poking the nose down low. Wasn't able to get by him in that one. Oh, German loose off the corner. Is that just what Johnston needs to get by him? It absolutely is, as Johnston surges right past him going into turn number 3. He's going to send it up to the high side, and your new leader is Garrett Johnston here at Darlington. Spencer making his way underneath Pogo. Spencer not able to make that stick going through the corner. He's going to have to send it back up behind him, and Swavely's going to look on the low side of him. And now David Durand has passed Justin Durand for that 3rd place position. Ooh, David Durand gets himself a Darlington stripe. So I'm just barely kissed the wall. Spencer, a little wiggle coming off the corner. Down the front stretch, grabbing lap number 52 is Garrett Johnson in the lead. Now we just have to wonder if he might have used his equipment up a bit too much, getting that lead, or if he's all good. Been a relatively caution-free race here tonight. So Pogo has fallen all the way back to 5th. I say all the way, that's not too far, but after leading every lap. Ooh, Schley in the wall. Spencer trying to close back up on Chef Pogo. Spencer loose off the corner again, but he is going to get that pass on Pogo. And is that Crump possibly pitting? Looks to be. Crump sending it hot into the pits. Hopefully he's got that thing wound up by the time he hits the entrance line. Now you got to wonder if he's short pitting or if he's going to start a cycle of green flag stops. Johnston continuing to grow that lead over Dustin German, just over 7/10 now. And Alan Duggar heading down pit road. And Spencer and Justin Durand both heading down pits. David Durand is reeling. Oh! And Garrett Johnston crashes. No caution. All right. Let's rewind. Let's see what happened. Maybe he was trying to come to pit road. Yeah, I think. Ooh. You can hear him dump the clutch. I think he was trying to make it to pit road. But that's going to be, I'd say that's a fortunate one for Darlington's lines being kind of messed up for the caution's sake. Because we are still green here at Darlington. You're watching the IAA Truck Series on 15 Studios YouTube channel. Durand trying to pull up beside German. Poe gonna get that thing woed up and brought down pit road. Drigger's on pit. He's got himself a strike. Durand Jr. gets the pass done. Let's take a look. Here we are. Heading across the line now down to the turn number 1. Durand's going to send it on the low side right by German. And send it up high in front of him. And that is clear. German not letting him get too far away though. As Durand is going to hit pit road now. You got that thing slowed up a bit earlier than a majority of the other drivers. So German is going to take the lead back. Coggins on pit road. Swavely. Dustin German, your leader. Ty Dahlman is currently in second place, 19 seconds back. And here comes Schley, going by Dahlman on the low side. That is not for position. Schley is a lap down. Dahlman's in a lead lap as Dahlman has not pitted yet. Merriman going by German with no problem. Difference between the fresh tires. I'm not sure how long German's going to hold out for. Oh, and Bailey gets loose off the corner right in front of him. Not sure how long German's going to hold off. If I mean, we got 20 laps to go. Or if he's going to try and make it. But I mean, if he can keep that truck going in the right direction and he's got enough fuel, he could hypothetically do it. I mean, Bailey is first truck a lap down and he's right behind him. And Dahlman in seconds, 21 seconds back and growing. So we're going to have to keep an eye on German and see what his plan is. What kind of strategy he's working with. There goes Crump under Bailey and Spencer. Justin Durand. Driggers. Ooh, Driggers smacks the wall coming out of two. Driggers is actually 3 laps down. Oh, Bailey loose off the corner. Collect it. And he does. I'm thinking he might want to go get some tires. That truck is super loose. Here comes Pogo. Oh boy. Wasn't sure where Bailey was going to go, and I don't think Pogo was either. Bailey sends it down low. Swavely was going to go down low. Here comes Bailey trying to bring it down to pit road now. Hopefully keep that thing pointed in the right direction. All right. So Bailey is now on pit road. The 9 of Durand back on the lead lap. They just drove by German. Possibly holding out for caution. Drigger's loose off the corner again, right in front of Durand. Justin Durand trying to make a move on Chris Spencer. He's trying to poke his nose down low. Spencer's going to say, you're not getting the low side going in this corner. Down below, Daniel Dill. They both go into turn 3. Dill gets loose off the corner, collects it up. But that's going to let David Durand get by him. So the top 9 have now, the top 10 have now raced their way back onto the lead lap. We're coming to the line with 13 laps to go. This one, I think this one might come right down to it. $13 laps, and Spencer's got to close up 25 seconds. Oh, here he comes. I wonder if he just ran out of fuel. Nope, he's got fuel. I'm shocked he did that. I was just about to say at this point, you got to stay out. He's definitely going to lose that lead. And since he waited so long while the other drivers were getting, had much more speed, he's going to be way back now. So Dustin German gives up the lead with 12 to go. Chris Spencer is going to be your new leader. David Durand Jr. behind him in second, with Justin Durand in third. No surprise there. Those brothers are always up front. The Durand brothers. German back on track in 11th. 20 seconds off the lead. Say German's only hope now is a caution and a big handful of luck. David Durand closing up on Chris Spencer as they come out of the corner. Heading across the line now. Durand is going to look down low under Spencer. He's going to try and send it down there. Spencer was going to block, but decided not to. They both kind of backed off a tad. And now Durand is behind Spencer again and still in second place. Down the back stretch heading towards turn number 3. And Durand looking low again. Here he goes, trying to make that move right off the corner. Not going to be enough. He's going to try and get a little bit of air off of Spencer. And here he goes, trying to diamond that corner. He's got the run. Can he make it stick going into 3? He's going to have to send it and do a slide job, but he's not got enough run. He is inching ahead, but not enough to slide up in front of Spencer. Hopefully, for his own sake, he's going to have enough speed. I misspoke. He does have enough. He slides up in front of Spencer, and you got a new leader, David Durand, with just 8 laps to go. Spencer, no doubt, going to be working the heck out of that truck, trying to get back up there to Durand and get a lead, but that lead is growing as David Durand's now got clean air. It looks like he's just going to take off. Dahlman loose off the corner. Swavely making his way by Driggers. Another one not for position. Five laps to go. This one's looking like it might end pretty tamely. Four laps to go. David Durand still leading this one. Over a second, almost a second and a half lead over Chris Spencer now. Justin Durand back here trying to fend off Johnston in for the 3rd place spot. Johnston wanting to get his first podium of the year. Durand Jr. going to take the 2 to go mark. This is going to be the battle here, seeing if Johnston can make his way into the top 3, getting by Durand. And Durand Jr. hits the line and grabs that white flag for 1 lap to go. Johnston going to make any last-ditch attempts to get that 3rd spot from Durand. He's got a run coming off the corner. He's going to try and diamond the corner. And he's looking low. They're going to go side by side in turn number 3. Duran's going to try and squeeze him. Duran hits the wall. They make contact. Duran Jr. is going to be your winner. And Garrett Johnson is going to get that spot over Justin Duran, edging him out for the third place position. Final spot on the podium goes to Garrett Johnson after the last lap. Let's watch this pass here. You make contact right here. Oh, and Duran just stuck on the wall. Great last lap battle for that third place position. All right, your final results. David Durand Jr. is your winner here tonight at Darlington. Chris Spencer brings it home in second. Garrett Johnston brings it home in the final podium position after that great last lap battle with Justin Durand in fourth. Jeff Pogo brings it home in fifth. Wesley Crump ends up in sixth. Richard Slavely seventh. Eighth is just Dustin German. After leading so many laps, not sure what his strategy was, ends up giving up the lead with 12 to go. He ends up in 8th place. Dalton Schley in 9th. Colin Besser 10th. 11th is Dustin Coggin. Sean Merriman is 12th. Daniel Dill 13th. Ty Dahlman 14th. 15th is Blaine Drigger. 16th, Zane Bailey. 17th is Jimmy Emos. '18th goes to Scott Griffin. 19th, Brian Beach. 20th is Alan Duggar. Noah Abbott's 21st. And John Gallagher did not start this race. We're going to take a quick break. And we'll be right back with our top finishers. Welcome back to Darlington Speedway. We are about to be joined by our final finishers, our top finishers, excuse me. All right, apologies for the wait. We have got our top finishers. Let's start off with Garrett Johnston. Garrett Johnston bringing it home in third place after a great last lap finish. Pass for that last podium spot. Tell us about it.
Yeah, well, I should have been up there fighting for the lead, but I did a little ballerina impersonation heading on the pit road there that cost me a little bit, but drove the wheels off it all the way back to third and can't complain at the end of the day. And unfortunately, I'll only be running part time in here, so you guys won't get to see the ballerina act every week, but I try when I can.
Well, you put on a great show. That last lap battle was great to watch. Congratulations on that third place. Who do you want to thank?
Oh yeah, well, thank you guys for putting it on, and especially being up in there in the booth, and thanks to Dalton for letting me or inviting me to come race this when I have the time, and yeah, big shout out to everyone watching, and thanks again.
All right, congratulations on that third place spot.
Thanks. Have a good one.
All right, let's get Chris Spencer in here. Chris Spencer bringing it home in second place tonight. Chris, tell us about your night.
Man, what a race! That was a lot of fun. We had a caution early, and then we had green flag, pretty much green flag runs, which always are a big plus for us. So got a chance to play into some green flag pit stops. Was running pretty much. I think I was like about top 10, about 6th, 7th, and got lucky there with that round of pit stops. Came back with a top 3.
So a well-timed pit stop gets you up into second place. Who do you want to thank, Chris?
IAA, the truck series. Again, just really great race again. Looking forward to this year. Just want to thank Race and Refresh for being on for our Xfinity car and SRTV on the truck. And Chris, I want to thank you up in the booth for always putting on a great show.
All right. Appreciate the kind words. Congratulations on that second place spot, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Thanks, sir.
All right. Your winner tonight, David Duran, bringing it home in first place after a dominant finish of this race. David, tell us about your night.
It was pretty eventful. Didn't qualify because hit the wall, exit of 4, and it was a pretty good lap too. So starting from the back, just trying to navigate through trouble and just be patient because this track is very, very tricky. And so I knew if we were able to get a long run, I feel like I was able to get past quite a few guys because a lot of people were burning up their stuff. So to get a win, I mean, it was awesome. I had a debate about when the right time to pick, because the longer that you stay out, and I was surprised at what Dustin did. He just waited longer and longer to pit, and and it kind of backfired. Otherwise, I mean, it's awesome because it's one of my favorite tracks. I'm happy to get the W.
So what was the fuel run like? Was it possible for Dustin to make it to the end, do you think?
No, I think he was like maybe 10 to 12 laps short. So
Okay.
That's why I was surprised that the longer you stayed out, the more time we were losing. So when I knew Justin was pitting, it's like, well, okay, if I can get past him and try to maybe lead a lap before I decided to go to pit, and I did that, and then all of a sudden now we were just flying through the field, and and battling with Spencer there at the end.
Yeah, huge difference between those fresh tires and the used ones. We could see that clear as day here tonight. So who do you want to thank, David?
I just want to thank for you doing the broadcast. You do a great job every week that you broadcast. So I appreciate what you do for IAA. Just want to thank all the admins for the host, because this is not an easy track. So like I said, it's one of my favorite tracks. Just want to thank Radius Racing for letting me be part of their team and racing with Justin. We try to win every week, and right now we're first and fourth, so it's a good week at this track, which is very, very tricky. So we'll take it and move on to next week.
All right, Duran brothers continuing to be quite dominant in this series. Congratulations on the big win tonight, David.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we've seen a lot of loose trucks running around here tonight. A lot of good saves from plenty of the drivers. Some good clean racing, lots of green flag runs. So we would like to thank you for joining us. And 1-5 Studios, the only place you're going to find the IAA racing series. Xfinity trucks, Xfinity the Monday, trucks on Thursdays. We got the BNR series coming up on Saturday and their return to the Cup Series. So we'd like to thank you for joining us, and we'll see you at the next track.